I wanted to start the day to really talk at the high level about Sense Anything, because I don't think a lot of people realize how cool our Edge AI is. Instead of putting things in the cloud, you can do everything on the actual tablet or screen without violating GDPR. And since you created this thing, I thought maybe you could give us a quick demo.
Yeah, I would love to do that. So the Trillboards fleet dashboard right here, and Sense Anything can be accessed through this sensing tab. So right now I have my Samsung A9, easy $150 tablet, and it's sensing me right here. And it's capturing, structured data about what's going on in the moment that it senses something. So every 30 seconds, you can expect it to figure out exactly what's going on around the screen at that time. And then it comes back with even more data about, age, gender, demographic, etc. Measures, gaze, like how long I'm looking at the screen, age range, what I'm wearing, headphones. It knows that I have AirPods in, and it says likely AirPods. And also what kind of ad would be good for this moment versus what's not a good fit too. We also have the ability to let you sense anything, right? So let's say you want to know, tell me when the man in the scene touches his face, right? Let's just go with this one. So what it'll do is it'll come up with the custom profile. So it'll try to measure face, touch detected, and people. And I'm going to deploy this to my screen, new Samsung A9, and I can have it text me when it actually detects this. So this is useful because, you could have a bar, gym, restaurant, if you want to do loitering prevention, theft prevention, clean up spills, anything like that. Like text me if the line gets too long, or text me if someone puts a candy bar in their pocket. Our AI lets you do that right then and there.
I'm a business owner. I want to know if my employee left for the day and he hasn't come back and the other employee is covering for him, or if somebody is hanging out in the store and looking inside the windows of cars. Basically, you can detect anything. You can think of 1,000 different uses, right?
Yeah, exactly. So,
okay, very cool.
If you run a business, you need to make sure your employees take breaks enough time. So this can also help you figure that kind of stuff out too. So, while it's going to, deploy the profile to the device. I also want to show you guys that we have audience insights, and you can actually get structured data back about what's happening near your screens. What kind of things is it sensing? I have my cat tree and laptop, so always, catches that. And what's really cool too is that for all of the ads that you guys then serve, we're able to go back and let the advertiser actually know how many people saw their ad. So for example, we served this ad from Jeremy Electrical, and I'm able to go back to Jeremy and literally let him know, hey, I know exactly how many people saw your ad, for how long, in what setting. And speak of the devil, I just got this alert. It says, I'll text you when the man touches his face, and turn any screen of yours to have a custom AI agent deployed on it.
Okay, so it's got a business case here. So my business, my chain of restaurants, I can use this to prevent theft. I can use it to make sure my employees are taking breaks when they're legally required to do so. They can't be working 20 hours straight. I can make sure that nobody's loitering, looking inside car windows. So it's got a functionality for the business owner, but it also has functionality for the advertisers. Only play the ad when two women are in here, or when it's a family. Okay, that's amazing.
We have a functionality that if it detects a Rolex or something, or I'm wearing a Whoop, we can tell someone like Aura Ring that, hey, this is the perfect opportunity for you to target someone who's actually interested in your product. It's beyond, very simple things like age or demographic, but it can be very specific. And the best part is that it's privacy compliant. It's not a cookie that has your ID associated to it. It's just looking at, what you might be wearing or doing, and making ads actually super relevant then.
It's GDPR compliant. Nothing's going to the cloud. We're not recording video. We're not recording audio, right? We're just turning it natural language into text, right?
Yes. So one quick caveat, by the way, if you use the Sense Anything, it will send a picture through WhatsApp to you. And that's just because if someone's doing shoplifting, you want to catch a picture of the person doing shoplifting. So for this, you need to make sure that you have a sign in your store that says you're being recorded, which is, the case for most CCTVs and all of that too. But want to throw that one important thing out there for the alert-based system. All of the AI is happening on the device, but the alerts have to send a text message through somewhere, right?
So this is, I think, is groundbreaking for digital of home because it's leading to real results. And one of the complaints I've always gotten in the last few years is, how do I know my ad's not playing at 3 a.m. in an empty bar with nobody there? We're actually sensing that there's people there. We know there's people there. And then there's the device capture, right? You know what devices are in that bar right now. What you're showing is blowing my mind. That is the coolest part about what we're doing at Trillboards right now.
Yeah, so even without cameras, we're still, able to capture Bluetooth Low Energy, IPv4, MDNS, basically phone, wearable signals, all of these Internet of Things to still get foot traffic. So if you guys use things like Placer.ai, Geopath, or Purview, they buy data sets like this so that they can know statistically how many people are probably walking by. We don't do statistical panels. We measure it ourselves because that's, it's important to have that level of integrity when we're serving ads.
This is incredible. It's absolutely incredible.